Sir Sivakumar sir, over to you. I request Professor Sivakumar from the Department of Mechanical Engineering to introduce our guest speaker to the gathering. Sir, please.
Once again, good evening everyone. Privileged to welcome founder of
Yeah, sir, please continue, sir.
okay, is the founder of managing and director of CARES Renewable and Private Limited and CARES Academy, and currently serves as the president of the Sustainability and Energy Practitioner Association. He has been instrumental in bridging the gap between sustainability strategy and real world implementation, leading several flagships workshops on advanced solar photovoltaic systems at institutions like IIT Madras and IIT Hyderabad. Academically, Dr. Raguram Arjunan sir holds the doctorate in solar PV systems, masters in energy engineering, and bachelor's in electrical and electronics engineering. He has also underwent advanced training in photovoltaic materials and device modeling at TU Delft in Netherlands. With over a dedicated professional experience, Dr. Raguram Arjunan sir has consolidated on 100 plus megawatt solar PV projects across India and spearheaded in establishment of centers of excellence in solar PV at reputed institutions. Through his leadership, he has trained more than 10,000 students, engineers, and professionals in the solar energy sector, making a significant impact on India's renewable energy capacity building. He begins his career as a project engineer at Aspiration Energy Private Limited and has since been sought after by MSME, MNRE, NPC, MSDE, and various chambers of commerce for his expertise in solar energy. He actively contributes to the renewable energy ecosystem as governing council member of the Skill Council for Green Jobs, secretary of the Indian Agrovoltaic Alliance, and chairperson of the Energy Committee, Southern India Chamber of Commerce and Industry. On behalf of the organizers and all participants, I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. With his words, I now hand out to this session to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Raguram Arjunan, sir. Sir, please take, sir.
Uh, I thank Adi Shankara institutions and Professor Manoj and the entire team for inviting and giving such an opportunity to speak in this FDP program. I thank once again, and I also thank all the participants for accepting this. Like I couldn't promptly reach the place, so I once again I apology for it's like being an inconvenience for for you to make certainly. And I thank once again all. So this is the topic which I am going to talk about agrovoltaic. Since having 15 years of experience, I've done more than 500 projects. So what I just want to deliver here, definitely faculty members across various institutions are here. All the faculty member, definitely in India right now, all the institutions are now focusing on the NIR of ranking, and you also want to come up in the world ranking. So that is the ultimate aim for the institutions, particularly for faculty. Your contribution in research, publications, and patent and product and all these things definitely will add value to make your institution to reach or to get a very good place in NIRF. That is the ultimate aim. So in this kind of workshop, as an industry participant, I just want to talk some ground reality, what is happening in this solar industry and what is agrovoltaic. So what is the agrovoltaic and how it is going to be helpful for your research and your research. So about CARES, I started this company in 2012. And 2012, you know very well, at that time, the solar industry was very new, and we were, whenever we reach any client, we need to educate more about solar and integration of inverter. So that is where we started, and slowly training is also much needed at that time. Wherever we go, when we talk about the plant, so the bank side, we need to teach about the finance. The industry side, we need to go and talk about their roof integration. We need to go on we need to also educate the DISCOM, like Andhra Pradesh Electricity Board or Tamil Nadu Electricity Board or the state electricity board. We need to go and educate. So it's all like in 2010 to almost 5 years down the line, it's a like we need to do a parallel process, educating the vendor and integrating the process and commissioning and maintenance. So it's all in that phase. It's went up, and now everyone know about solar. Now solar became more commodity. Every store is having solar. Like like how we going to purchase TV in an electronic shop. Same way we can go and get a solar system for our household. It's become more commodity, and every battery installers and every where there is an installer where you just want to get the product and want to install. So everyone across India through PM Suryagar scheme, every household have installed solar and they are experiencing. So now I just want to talk the advancement. So what is going to be the future? If you see right now, you take any state. I will take an example. If in Andhra or Tamil Nadu you take, we have very good land availability, and we have the DISCOM is having a proper distribution and transmission and generation part. And as a research part, we need a problem statement. So if you see, the land, the agricultural is the backbone of our country, and the energy security and energy is one of the very important factor we need to take, agriculture and energy. So as of now in India, roughly we have reached 70 gigawatt plus capacity. We have reached in solar, both in utility and rooftop combinedly. But in ground mounted utility scale, we have roughly for a megawatt, roughly you see per megawatt, we need 3 acres per megawatt. So likewise for an 100 megawatt, we need 300 to 400 acres of land. So we are utilizing that 400 acres of land for 100 megawatt. So how we are going to utilize that land without wasting? So that is the ultimate aim of this my topic, where agrovoltaic comes here. So in our next slides, we can see about agrovoltaic and advanced. Just come back, sir.
So please let me know so that you will change the slides, sir.
Yeah, just come back to.
Sir, back. Yeah. Yes.
Back. Yeah. So we are going to see about the agrovoltaic and solar integrating agriculture in India. So what are all the pilots are there, like few case studies. And again, like how this revolutionizing this agriculture through renewable energy and technical models and innovations, what are the things are available in few case studies and challenges on agrovoltaic. So policy again, a roadmap for the future and conclusion. Next. So as I said, like we are in this sector from 2010 onwards. Like I've been done 500 projects. So it means like I have 500 case studies. So what I understand in that 500 project, each project is not it is not the same. Every project we have and every challenges. So it means that if I have done 500 projects, I have 500 problems. So that 500 projects, 500 problems also can be taken as, and we can do a real-time research. So that is where I just want to inform, like, since it's an FDP program, as a CARES, as a company, what uniqueness with us, we have established 11 applied research centers in India. One in Telangana, we have in CBIT, and one in Bangalore BMS, and 4 in Coimbatore, and one in Pune, and one in Delhi, and one in Dindigul, kind of like. So what we are doing in all this applied research center, so we have different types of panel and different types of inverters. So if you see, if you take any solar system, there are 80 different components we're integrating to get one output. If let's say 1 kilowatt, we need to get an output of 4 units or 5 units, we need to integrate 80 components. I'm telling, including bolt, nut, washer, all the component. Imagine if you are integrating all the components, but we need to get, we will get with one, a thumb rule, with 1 kilowatt, we'll get 4 to 5 units. So how we will achieve this units? By integrating 80 different components. So imagine, so we need to know about each component. So for that, definitely as a faculty or as an industry side, we also want to do some kind of analysis, and we also need to do some kind of case benchmark where students or faculty or some industry people, they can go and see, okay, when we use this panel with this inverter, what is the output? So like kind of we need to set some kind of a reliability center. So that is the center we have established across India in 11 institutions we have. From 2015 onwards we have, and we have come up with various real-time papers, and we have a lot of students also doing a lot of research in reliability particularly. So that is about the uniqueness about CARES from other companies. Next. So as agrovoltaic, if you see, going like in India right now, if you take any state, there will be only one agricultural university. So how we are going to utilize the agricultural university with the DISCOM and industry and institution, how we are going to integrate. So agrovoltaic is a term, it's okay, it's easy, simple, but integrating institution, government, and the DISCOM and industries. So it is a bit challenging, and bit the integration part itself a big challenge, but there are plenty number of opportunities. If you take any part in Andhra or Andhra Pradesh, or when we travel by flight, we can see a lot of agricultural rich areas. We can see in Andhra and Andhra. So how we are going to make use of it for an agrovoltaic? I will not go what is there in the slide. I'll tell some few points. You just try to note down. In agrovoltaic, two things are very much important. One is substation connectivity, and second thing, the substation evacuation. One thing, that data you will get it from your DISCOM, like the particular state's DISCOM will get the data, and the right of way from the land. We need to also be more cautious. Where the land we get very cheaper, again, how we are going to transmit that substation line from the solar station to the substation. So depends on the substation, like whether we are going to connect 33 bar 11 or 110 bar 33 or 230 bar 110. Based on the substation, and based on the land availability and based on the right of way, we need to do all the due diligence before starting the project. So as an engineers or as an researcher, we always focus only on the materials and fundamental research. But in agrovoltaic, there are a lot of legal parts, because for the land acquisition, from land acquisition to uh, roadway, from the substation erection. So there are a lot of activity we need to see, and it's all like combined only. Like we also want to see which type of land, and we also want to go through a complete soil test and what crop is going to which is suitable for here. So all we need to do a trial and error only. Because if you see, let's say a state is having some 25 to 30 districts. So each district wise, which crop is growing, and we need to test a small pilot in each district or each region. So how this crop, let's say there are like different crop like carrot, cabbage, and other crops which uh, like multiple crops. Like we need to get all the data from the agricultural university. The agricultural university, they have the uh, Farmers Producer Organization, FPO. All the agricultural industry will have an MOU with the FPO. Each state, they have roughly 100 plus FPO signed. So the each FPO will have some 100 plus 200, 100 or 200 big farmers consortiumly form this FPO. So imagine, we need to have that FPO details, and also we need to identify which crop is growing in particular region, and what the height of the structure. The structure is going to be the important role, and all these parameters is very important. And apart for this agrovoltaics, and also we need to do a pilot, and when we need to see for 6 months or 1 year the cycle, how it is, the crop is how it is going to effectively after 3 season, how it is we are getting the yield kind of thing we need to see. And also we also want to see in the impacts behind, like when we use all the pesticides, how it will impact for the solar panels and the accessories which is involved along with the solar system. So all these things we need to note down. So next. So the major thing, like the same thing which I have mentioned here, you can see the traditional farming with the rain-fed irrigation and limiting crop yielding, all these things, like where this agrovoltaic definitely going to be the future. Within 5 years down the line, everywhere you can see only agrovoltaic will be there. Instead of wasting the land, definitely there will be having a lot of white papers and research in this based on the region wise. We'll have a lot of research, and everyone will go agrovoltaic only, instead of going a normal solar system which is installed at a lower height. So roughly the panel, again, the conventional panel which is now it is manufacturing right now in India, if you take 120 plus manufacturers are there. When it comes to agrovoltaic, not even a single companies are concentrating on agrovoltaic. So where there we need more bifacial modules, we need more concentrate on the research, how we will get more reflection kind of thing. We need their support, where all the manufacturers also want to see how they can come up with a suitable module for agrovoltaic, like how building integrated photovoltaic and railway integrated photovoltaic. So like application wise, the manufacturer also want to come up with the unique product. So that is very important. So as of now, we don't have like that. We get product China, we get byproduct, we do an integration here, we use wherever it may be, either in household or ground mount or anywhere, there is only one product that is only we are going to use. Even we don't have any application wise product we don't have. That need to be the manufacturers want to focus. And again, in India, we have few installations across. In Delhi, we have, and Madhya Pradesh, we have, Maharashtra, and one system in Karnataka, and one in Cochin International Airport Authority. We have one system. So, likewise, we have very few agrovoltaic systems where on that particular region, which is also operation for last 2 to 3 years only. But the same way, if you take it in Europe, Italy, and all having more than 10 years plus case study. Most of the Italy solar plants now, everything is they're going by agrovoltaic. Again, in Germany and Netherlands as well. And in between, I just also want to mention the World Agrovoltaic Conference, which has happened this year at Freiburg, Germany. In that conclusion meeting, our National Institute of Solar Energy, they also have given the confirmation the next Agrovoltaic World Conference is going to happen in India. That is one of the good sign where, as I mentioned, that going forward, all the system, all the solar plant which is utilized in the ground, that is going to be a agrovoltaic or anything like whether which is like if it's above water where we can do fishing, hydroponics. So there are a lot of aspects like horticulture, a lot of activity we can do. Not only like there is a tea plantation in Assam and Ooty where we can have an tea voltaic. So based on the crop, we can the name will change, tea voltaic or anything like in future. If you see, like lot of research can be focused in these areas. So again, I see all the faculty where this kind of research will definitely will help our state and farmers also majorly, where once the financial institutions like NABARD, IRIDA, and other banks, once they come to know about this return on investment and about the importance of the agrovoltaic, the farmers also will get the loan at very lower interest. That will be definitely going to going to be a very big revolution. Within 2-3 years down the line, you can see that. Next. Yeah, as I said, there are a lot of applications. You can see there are a lot of government is also come up with a lot of the presentation. Anyway, I will share. You can go through the presentations. It's nothing. I don't want to talk to say what is there in the presentation. It's already there. Like I just want to give. There are a lot of different types of agrovoltaics. Next. Yeah, this, if you see here, there are, you can see there are like technical models and innovations in agrovoltaics in India. We have in India, like there are system types or like different vertical panel size, greenhouse agrovoltaic and ground mounted, the overhead PV system. There are different types of systems are there. And the structural, this is structural innovation is very important. If you see across anyone, I hope there are 100 plus faculties are attending this program. I can definitely guarantee you, you can go and check with any solar installations nearby your friends or any integrators who have installed. You ask them if someone have installed in their household a solar system 3 kilowatt or 5 kilowatt, whether they have the structural stability certificate with them. Even though any big name you take, any company you take, XYZ company take, whether the company is providing a structural stability certificate for their roof. So what will happen? So how the structural stability certificate need to be taken? So that structure play the major role, not only in agrovoltaic, in a normal domestic system, but no one take care of that. There is not much awareness, because people go install in their roof, they go and penetrate the building, they go and give some kind of structure, they do installation, they tell that I install in 1 day, I install in 2 day, my company have installed in 1 week, we have installed in, but that is not a matter. How technically we install and how we are going to use the uh, concrete blocks, whether we are getting these block test. So as an electrical engineer, I hope most of the faculties are from electrical and mechanical engineers, but we also, as an agrovoltaic or as a solar, it's an interdisciplinary course. All the department people need to attend. We also want to understand more about the civil, structural, soil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer science, all the engineering department equally, which is equally very much important. And a person or a student, when a faculty, when you go and tell student, when they do some project, it should be an interdisciplinary. Students only can do a best project, because in 15 years down the line, what I observe, an electrical engineer or an energy engineer or any a PhD guy, we will be focusing on only one area or two area majorly, but that is not going to work for a solar or an agrovoltaic or an upcoming technology, whatever which is related to floating solar or BIPV, because we also know other domains also, that is very much important. So the structural, why I'm telling, the structural itself, like based on the crop and based on the types of crops, like as I mentioned, tea. So we need to have some kind of benchmark. What is the structural height? If it is a tomato, potato, it depends on the crop. We should see like how the structural need to be done, and how the, based on the soil majorly, and based on the orientation, everything need to be calculated, because it is not only solar, it is purely structural play the major role in agrovoltaic or any solar system. So that is why I just want to insist on structural. In question and answer, you can definitely ask any doubts on that structural or anything, or as I mentioned, like none of the solar companies are providing the structural stability certificate, I can guarantee. And you can also have any doubts, you can come back to us and come back to me when I'll be sharing my mail ID, and I'm there in the LinkedIn, you can contact me. And the third one, the technology advancement. See, this also I'll tell you, in National Renewable Energy Laboratory, Colorado, they have a reliability workshop they are doing for last 15 years for panel and inverters. Every year they'll be giving their report. So which technology is having maximum efficiency in lab level and commercial level. You all faculty definitely want to have that efficiency chart. So based on the chart only, the commercial things also moving forward. And nowadays, if you see, the tandem technology is going to lead. Already a company in China, they have achieved 34% of efficiency in commercially, they achieved 34% efficiency. So in the crystallines are almost like they have reached the theoretical efficiency, near to theoretical efficiency, it's almost reached. So there is no more silicon or crystalline, there is no more crystalline based technology moving forward. There will be like all tandem and perovskite, or like a combination of thin film and crystalline kind of things are going forward. So you can, the technology part, you can always go through that NREL chart. And in India, specific example, which I have given a few examples here, 2-3 examples you can see. And the design calculation, again, here you can see the panel lights and spacing adaptation for the crop light and machinery movement. So these things which I already mentioned, this manufacturers, as I said, in India, you go to MNRE website, there are like the PV panel manufacturers are there, like 120 companies are there. They want to come up with the specific product for their applications. So that will be more easier. Otherwise, we will not get, as a, when you do research or when you approach some company, definitely what spec you are expecting that may not available in the market. So instead, what is available in the market, based on that only you need to do research. So that is happening in India for a long time. I can easily tell more than 15 years that is what happening. So so for these things, like for agrovoltaic kind of thing, as I said, like you also want to work with the manufacturers, or you want to tell them to come up with a different product. Then only we can achieve more efficiency or more efficiency for these kind of projects. Next. Yeah, this is like you can see the existing solar plant, which is in Kerala, the Cochin International Airport Limited. This is not specifically built for agrovoltaic. A normal solar plant only they have installed. You see the south facing of module is just very lower height. It's a normal solar plant. Even in normal solar plant, they have tried growing crop for 2-3 years, and they have that case studies that I just want to show you. But imagine if the solar panel is elevated, they would have cultivated a lot of crop. And imagine a normal solar plant, it takes 7 years or 8 years to get the return on investment. Imagine when they go for agrovoltaic, definitely at 5 years down the line, 1 year they will be having a trial and error method. The next 4 years, definitely they will get some good amount of yield. Definitely with that yield, they can get their ROI at least 1 year before with the normal, when compared with the normal system. So all this point, when comparing all this thing, so agrovoltaic is definitely going to play the major role. Next. So the challenges again, as I mentioned, that high capital cost, but that is not a challenge. That is again awareness between the financial institutions. So how, when 15 years before, none of the bank is providing a loan to solar. Now you see any bank, they provide a loan, any nationalized bank. It's again the awareness level, and again the push from the government. So that is not a problem, like that will be getting that will be overcome. And the design competence also not a big deal. As in India, we most of the consulting firm which design for the internationally in India, so that is not a big deal. The farmers awareness and skills, definitely the farmers are itself, whenever I attend some workshop in agriculture university, always they will tell farmers are more engineered than our normal engineers, because they that we all need to accept. If any, we all are from a agricultural background, our parents or our grandparents or whomever into an agricultural business, they are more skilled. They are actually an engineer, because they will be knowing the climatic condition, they will be knowing the land conditions, they will be knowing the chemical condition, they will be knowing the everything. Whatever we talk, the artificial intelligence or whatever it may be, everything already they are using it for very many from long time. So it means agrovoltaic agriculture farmers are more aware than us. Just we need to give them this application, give them some kind of idea, they will easily capture. So, but as of now, it is challenge which I mentioned here. And maintenance, again, maintenance is there in all the sector. That is very mandatory, not only in agrovoltaic, across the sector. Maintenance is very important. Integration with farmer practices, yeah, that, as I mentioned, this FPO kind of thing we need to do, and we need to integrate with them. And we also nowadays there is one certain uncertainties happening, where many farmers, that the next generation people are not interested to farming, they are giving the land or so selling, or they are selling, or they are giving lease or something they do. But for this kind of activity, where they can also lease for 25 years for some companies, every year they get very amount of money, where they can also do an arrangements with the company, a megawatt company. They can go and have an agreement and arrangements. They can also do an agriculture. There will be a solar plant. The company want only the solar generation only. Actually, farmers can, they will get an lease for that land. They will also do an agriculture. They will also get the water and other facilities. So it is a very dual or triple options, where integrating with farmers once the awareness is happened. So there are a lot of features are there. So again, regulatory is the only thing we need to worry. So again, like regulatory as of now, like government, they want to come up with a regulatory proper policy for the agriculture. Once if it is in line, so it will be, everything will be in place. The other, all these challenges can be easily can be managed, but only thing, the regulation is very important. Next. Yeah, as I mentioned, the policy and landscape, that is again like India. In India, like there are a lot of associations, think tank, and other chambers are trying hard to get their right policies for this kind of landscape and support. But that is happening. But when we get more pilots, and when we get more result, and when we get more ROI, automatically it will the government will come up with these kind of policies. Next. Again, roadmap, again in India as of now, you can see like the pilot panels of height of 3.5 to 3.75 meters, and 5.5 to 7.5 meters. The row spacing, another thing they have given, which is already, for example, we have given one plant. But again, like if you see in India rightly, currently we don't have, that's what I told, we don't have any pilots itself. First of all, we need to get the pilot, then only we'll come up with the benchmark and the roadmap. So as of now, what is there in few system which is installed here, there. So that details I have given here. And the PM Kusum, particularly for which is like supporting, the government is supporting some kind of subsidies. So up to 2 crore, they provide some subsidies for PM Kusum scheme, but that is not sufficient for agrovoltaic for a bigger projects. So again, like the R&D and other things also not much is happening in South. I can tell 2-3 projects only happening, and there is one agricultural university in Tamil Nadu. They have just recently have installed one 10 kilowatt. That is the first pilot. And Cochin Agricultural University, they have some one or two plant, and they are also having that Cochin International Airport Airport Limited have some. They have experienced few thing with an existing utility scale. So these are having some kind of data, but that is not sufficient. As I said, like we need to have region-wise data and district-wise data, and we need to work with the DISCOM and agricultural industry and industry. Then only we'll come to know what sort of roadmap we need require, and what sort of I roughly made small calculation for Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu alone will have at least 4 to 5 gigawatt of scope for agrovoltaic. Imagine across India, there are very huge scope for agrovoltaic. Let's see like how government and how this kind of awareness is going, and this kind of FDP definitely we will add more value. And I once again thank the institution for inviting me, because to speak particularly on this topic. With this, like I also next. Yeah. So 2-3 point, as I mentioned, like as of now, we need awareness, we need research, and we need a pilot plant, and we need to a collaborative research only will work. As I mentioned, yeah, single institutions cannot do. Yeah, multiple institutions, let's say engineering institution, agriculture institution, arts college, and polytechnic. It's like again a consortium only it will work. As an industry also consortium only will work. As an association, when I also representing an president for an sustainability and energy practitioners association. We have 130 industry in our association. Few institution also our members. We make a consortium and we have bagged a few funding projects from DST for green hydrogen and energy storage and all. So we are very focused on research to make a consortium and we to work with the institution to get fund. That activity we do, so which is very unique when compared with other association chambers and think tank in India. So finally, I just want to tell every faculty member, you can go and give if my session is really good, you can go to Google and you can spend your 1 minute time and you can review, you can give your reviews to Google, to CARES Renewables, and you review your feedback. I'm always happy to help each and every faculty. If you have any doubts or anything, you can always feel free to contact me through my LinkedIn, Dr. Raguram Arjunan. You can always message me anything, particularly with solar, not only agrovoltaic, anything on solar research or anything, you can always you can text me. I will reply you, and I always want to support in terms of research, because it's a, again, as I mentioned, it's a consortium effort. I thanks for this opportunity once again. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's actually it is a new kind of area for us, agrovoltaics, integration of the PV in agri land. So that's a new topic what we have heard as of now. I hope the session. I hope the participants enjoyed the session. Now, now the forum is open to the questions. If you have any questions, please let us know. The guest is ready to answer. Yes, Palanichna, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, good evening, sir.
Sir, very good evening.
Good evening, sir. This is very new topic to us. Yet now we didn't hear about what is agrovoltaic, but it is very enjoyable session. My question is, how 30 to 40% of photo light or photo will help the crop to create or make enough nutrition?
Yes, sir. Like
Palani sir, there is some noise from your side. You can put your mic. You can mute your mic now, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. If I understand your question, like so, how this photosynthesis basically like how the crop or like so when we go with solar, like how this crop will be definitely how we get more yield. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is what, as I mentioned, sir, this is a trial and error method only. Just now, as I mentioned, Italy, Germany, Netherlands, like you can see Wageningen University in Netherlands, Italy, INES, and few institutions for more than 10 years. And in Delft University also, they do a lot of research. Commercially also, they work closely with the bigger projects. They have the data. In India, we don't have data. We don't have any data or reference. So for me itself, it's very difficult to tell you because as I said, like in Tamil Nadu, there is only one system very recently installed, like hardly 1 month before, a 10 kilowatt system. We also work with the Agriculture University and Discom people. By within 6 months or 1 year down the line, we can able to answer your question for at least for few crops for few reasons. So as of now, if you ask me, like I don't have any clear answer since it's very new to us. So, but for the crops like in US and all, you see, they are doing this agrovoltaic thing. and there are a lot of greenish like cabbage, carrot, and other things are already they are cultivating with the agrovoltaic farms. So, but that data is available in Solar Energy Industry Association, where I can also share few universities who are also associated with this agrovoltaic farms. I can share few things. If you write a text, if you text me through my LinkedIn, I will share particularly any the data which I have. As of now in India, we don't have anything, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any questions from the participants? Sir, we have a question in our chat box. Professor Manisagan is having a question. He asked, moreover, I need more information about Society for Sustainable Forum, sir. He asked some information about Society for Sustainable Forum.
Yeah, sir. Like society, it means that, as I said, like it's all like we need to form a consortium. As I mentioned, as an association, I tell we always do program in institution, not in hotels. In India, if you take any workshop or conference which will happen in hotels, so who is going to get the benefit out of it? Either the organizer, or there may be a few market reach or in social media a few reach. But as a social impact, all the workshops or conference which is conducted by the government body or any body, any region, that regions they need to do it jointly with the institutions, where institutions, government, and the chambers, like that the chamber which I call it as an associations, all these three, when it comes to a common point, that then only the societal benefits we can see. Otherwise, institutions will do a program by yourself, industry will do program in hotels, government will do programs in their own side. It is not going to help for anyone. So in societal benefit or any, not only in sustainability aspects, all the aspects, all these three, the triangle part need to be do programs in institution, and we need to invite the government, DISCOM, and we need to invite the industry. Then only these kind of whatever the program we do, it will become a societal benefit, and we get more research where the students as a product for in any institution, the students is our product. So when the product will get more flourished, or when the product will get, when they'll become the right product for that right department, when they attend a lot of workshop and seminars, and they get more creativity, and they also will start more startups on societal base. Yeah, I hope it's again like I've given my views on that questions.
Yes, sir. I hope Professor Manisharan got the answer. Any other questions from the participant side? You please unmute your mic, and otherwise you can put your questions in the chat box. Sir, we have another question from Dr. Vimala. Dr. Vimala. Is the installation of solar panels and related structures feasible in agro soils? Installation of solar panels and related structures, are they feasible in agro soils? These are the questions, sir.
Yeah, sir. That's what I told. Whenever we do a solar plant, we will get a soil test, and also we get a structural stability certification from a chartered engineer. So whenever we do a survey, a digital survey, when we identify a land, we do a digital survey, how we register the land. The same way for that particular land, we do all kind of activity, like with the feasibility part, whether how the structural, like in what depth we need to put the concrete, and in which how the water bodies are there, how these there will be like the blue metals. Let's say there are a lot of other blue metal area, means like how it is feasible. So all these things before installing only, we do all the analysis and feasibility report. That way only all the normal solar system is already, we are doing the same way only. A 10 megawatt or 100 megawatt plant. Agriculture means just a structure we need to elevate more height. Just to do a tractor to pass at least a minimum of 11 feet, we need to rise. That's what I told. Depends on the crop, depends on the region. The height will vary here, there. But normally 11 feet will be a sufficient for any types of crop. Apart from this, coconut or some highly grown crop.
Yes, I think it's a valid question because for installing the solar panel, the structure plays a vital role. Am I right, sir? Yeah. Because when we go for agri land, it is all about the loose sand and the water bodies, water content and all. So we must ensure that the structure will not be get collapsed due to these climatic variations and the continuous pouring of water and all. It should not get collapsed.
Exactly,
yes. Sir, do we have any studies showing that it is feasible to use such structures in agri land? Say, for example, we can use the PV panel structure in such land, like we can use it for some paddy land, for land where we are planting paddy, or where we are planting onion, where we are planting tomato. Is there any studies available, sir?
Yeah, we have structural engineers. Particularly, like we invited for their we have conducted one conclave in Coimbatore, agricultural conclave. So where we got a few studies where the structural engineers have given. So I can share it via mail, or like you can also see in SEPA LinkedIn page. So or I can share a few structural people's profile also. So it's basically a normal structural engineers. They can evaluate, and they just also want to consider this the wind load, the iteration with all other simulations they want to see. It's again like there are a lot of softwares available. So based on the softwares only, they do the modeling and simulation. Based on that only, they are giving the report. But majorly the structural engineers will have the chartered, if they are chartered engineers, that is valid. When some natural calamities are come, so then only we can claim it for insurance kind of thing. So for any region, not only paddy or any crop, anywhere, the structural plays the major role. That is the first and foremost before going any installations.
Yes, because like other land, we cannot ensure the stability of the agricultural land, because it is all about the muds, watery content, loose sand, all stays, other kind of things are there, and also the root will go down. It may also affect the structural kind of things and all.
Yes.
One more thing, the shadow, when we are fixing the photovoltaic panel, the shadow will be forming. So will it affect the photosynthesis process of the plant, sir? And what kind of remedial action we can take to overcome this? Any idea?
Yeah, that's what, sir. Like we need to study which crop. We don't know, right? As of now, we don't have case studies. So I'm not able to give a right answer for this, but we need to do a pilots. Few crops will grow in the shaded places, like as I mentioned, tea and tea, or as of now I know tea, which can grow in the shaded area also. But likewise, we need to see which crop is suitable. So there, where we need to do a lot of case studies and pilots. As of now, shading part to the crop, that is again like it's again a very big subject. Actually, we need to see because in US and Europe there are few crops which is also growing in the shaded place.
So I hope there is a lot to explore for the person who are in R&D. They can explore a lot. I hope so, sir, because it's
exactly.
Newly emerging area. So we can explore a lot in very particularly on the stability part of the photovoltaics in some particular land where we are planting. Like what I said, no. So depending upon the crop, what we are planting, how the structural stability, what are the factors which affects the stability of the plant and all. There is a lot of scope to study. I hope so, sir.
Exactly. Yes. I also see agrovoltaic is just one area. I also, that's as I mentioned, like I also want to tell that we also do a lot of, in our members, like 20 members are from Europe alone. We do a lot of activity in green hydrogen, energy storage, carbon capture and utilization, green building. So all these areas we are working. So not only agrovoltaic, if people are interested in different domains, faculties maybe in their research area, maybe in artificial intelligence, on agrovoltaic or XYZ, like we can support in all this clean energy area. So I also, once again, I tell all people just, I need one thing where you text me on any area in clean energy. So if in our member side, like 130 members, so we can try to collaborate with any of the members which is suitable for your research. We can do, and we also happy to collaborate with the institutions with for further conclaves or something on particularly on these areas. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Sir, can you pour some light on PM Kusum scheme, sir? It's new to us. Just we are hearing this word, PM Kusum scheme for offer subsidies and incentives to for solarizing the agri land. No, sir. What is the scheme actually?
No, actually, PM Kusum, which is there in MNRE website.
Okay.
It's a very old scheme, more than 5 years old scheme. It is like it is there. It's there up to 2 crore. They are giving subsidies. So which it is there in MNRE website. You just go PM Kusum MNRE website. All the actually in the PM Kusum scheme, there are 2 things where you need to see. We need to have a land, and also we need to have the evacuation in the substation, which I told. The people who have land with the evacuation in the substation only can be utilized this PM Kusum scheme. Without substation evacuation, we cannot go with PM Kusum scheme. PM Kusum scheme also, it is not only for power generation, for also for solar pumping application also, where PM Kusum scheme where it is applicable.
Fine. Sir.
Yeah.
So one more question from my side, sir. That in your presentation you have presented like that you have established. Your company has established some 11 centers of excellence at some academic institutions. No, sir. What kind of a center of excellence?
As an energy engineer, what I see across India, I've been supplied to IIT Bombay, IIT, a lot of IITs and other. I've worked with MNRE, NPC, MSD, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and I've been solar consultant for MSME, Tamil Nadu, and National Productivity Council, Chennai. So what I observed that we, as I mentioned, that we don't have any case study or any benchmark. If I say, example, your college itself going for solar, roughly you get a quote from 3 company, and who is giving lower price, or who is giving some best combination with lower price, you will give the project to him. But what exactly an institution want to do? Always institution want to go, let's say they are going for 100 kilowatt, they want to go 10 kilowatt into 10 different system. Anyway, that 10 kilowatt system into different system will give you the output, the same output what you are going to use it for a normal system. The 10 different system, you can do a 10 different research. You can do a 10 different reliability study. You can do a 10 different inverter reliability studies. Like you can go with string inverter, micro inverter, power optimizer, quadrant system, 2 optimizer, 2 MPPT technology, 4 MPPT technology. So you will have multiple 10 system. Imagine your institution will have 100 kilowatt only, but they have a 10 different system. So where the same thing only I have been established in a smaller way, 5 kilowatt of different systems in Coimbatore, PhD Tech, and slowly like I have also established in multiple places. So purely it is on reliability, and students also, they want to visually see the faculty. If you see, many of us, we don't know about the difference between the 2 MPPT or 4 MPPT and power optimizer, micro inverter. When I tell something, definitely you don't know what is what. So as a faculty or as an students, whenever you see some system through visually by our eyes, we will always know, okay, this is what the technology, this is what the DC, this is what the DC is converted to AC, this is what the safety equipments, this is what the earthing material, this is how the microinverter is used, this is how we get the output, this is how we monitor. So where students will get more visibility when they see the product, or when they'll get more research area, then only they'll come to know the problem statement, exactly what is happening. So these laboratories majorly we established only on this reliability aspects as of now, and also on the data part. So data is very important. So we also work with the local discom to get how many solar systems are installed, what technology they have installed, have been used, what is the data actually the discom is monitoring. All these things can be done. So for all these things, we need some kind of research center. That is the aim behind this, and all the centers we are already have we established. They are doing the reliability details, and they do the data analysis. We have shared our 400 installation to them. The students do the analysis for our existing system, so that we can do a lot of research in this.
So more and more into reliability of the PV systems. Am I right, sir? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like because if you don't mind, like my my power is also going to be shut down. Sorry. So
no issue. So last one more question I have with our participant. Can you show any case study photos or images? I hope sir answered these questions already, and I request our participant to get connected with him through LinkedIn or through email.
As I mentioned again, like you can always you connect and you can review this thing. I'm happy to help support you, everyone. And I'm in the mid of roadside. Very sorry, and I thought of sharing more information. Definitely, you can all like have my contact, have my mail ID also. Ragu at caresrenewables.com, RAGU at caresrenewables.com. And I once again request every participant to review at Cares Renewables and about agrovoltaic and how did you like this session. And definitely I need, because this kind of review will definitely help us industry side to get more interest, to give more to share our experience with you. So it's again like a win-win thing where we are also able to share all our existing projects, which not only in micro and not only agrovoltaic. We as a company, we only introduced the first microinverter systems to India, the first power optimized system to India. So likewise, we've been associated with most of the institutions. We have done several projects. So a lot of case studies are available. If you're really interested, if you really want to do research, definitely you can approach me. I can definitely support you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Adishankara Deemed University, and on behalf of all our participants, once again, thank you for spending your time in spite of this difficult situation, difficult schedule. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Dear